everybody, welcome back to Steph's Movies and Music. I am, of course, your host, Steph, and we are here to talk about movies, music, video games, CDs, cassettes, vinyl, yeah, stuff like that. So yeah, we actually have quite a bit of stuff to show you, so let's not waste too much time and let's get right into it. At a thrift store, I believe this was Salvation Army, we got a Star Wars minifigure. I think I got another one too. Yeah, it's over there, but it fell down. But yeah, I got two of these. They're the same exact thing. It's just stormtroopers. Thought they looked cool, and they weren't even $5. I think they were, yeah, $3.99 each. And I think they might have been half off, so it was like $2 or something like that. Saving Shiloh. I saw this a long time ago. Had to have been like 3rd grade or something. I read the book first, and then I watched it. I don't remember how either of them end. Probably something sad, because anything having to do with a freaking dog in a movie is just, it's always sad. This one, I actually just got this one today. This was Assassin's Creed Origins, or it is Assassin's Creed Origins. I think the case might be a little bit broken. The clamshell part doesn't actually work all that well. And I definitely have to clean the disc, but I think it should work still. It just looks really, it looked like something got spilt on it or something, I don't know. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm not a huge Assassin's Creed person, but I figure for $4 at a thrift store, might as well give it a try. And then Ford Racing Off-Road. This just looked like a fun little, quick little game. Maybe I'll play it in like a video or something. And then this is a really good game. Call of Duty 3 Special Edition. So it includes a bonus disc, evidently. I didn't even notice that before, and it was $4. PlayStation 2. Yep, it has its bonus discs and everything. Something got spilt on it at some point, because it's all rippled. But hey, and to be honest, I might even have that game already, but I figured for $4, might as well. And then this final one, this one was from Goodwill. This was $7.48. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. I'll probably play this before I get to Assassin's Creed. And yes, I know those were both Xbox One games. Trash on me, if you will. That's just what I happen to play the most on. I do have a PlayStation 4 Pro, the Xbox One X, I have a Switch. I would like to upgrade to the OLED version of the Switch, but for right now I just have whatever the original one is. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move on to cassettes real quick. We have a lot of cassettes. This was $3, Cyndi Lauper, True Colors. I just released a concert review of the Cyndi Lauper concert that me and Raven went to. That was in Nashville, Tennessee. And I'll put that in the description below. It was an amazing concert. She blew me away. Then we have Smash Mouth, Astro Lounge. I know it's kind of covered up. That was $5. Yeah, it's cool to have it on a cassette, I guess. Alright, now Elton John, Sleeping with the Past. Pretty big album for him, actually. This came out in 1989. This is a platinum selling album. We have plenty more cassettes. Those were just what I got at Half Price Books. These were, I guess you could say they were donated to me. First of all, they come in like this nice little fake leather case, suitcase kind of thing. I don't really want to go through them all. I'll just hold them up. How about that? Alright. Madonna, The Immaculate Collection, Love and Rockets, Roxette, Look Sharp, Soul Sister, It Takes Two. Marie Chapin Carpenter, Willie Nelson, Color Me Bad, Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation, Richard Marx, Repeat Offender, Jim Croce, ZZ Top Greatest Hits, Poison, Open Up and Say Ah, Sinead O'Connor, I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got, It's Been 7 Hours and Guns N' Roses, GNR Lies, Danzig 2, Lucifer, Eric Clapton, Unplugged, that's a huge album, Don Henley, The End of the Innocents, that's might be my favorite album by him, maybe. Simply Red, A New Flame, Bette Midler, Some People's Lives, Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever, Classic Queen, James Taylor, Kenny Chesney. So that's one of two. By the way, I mentioned that these were given to me. I think my grandfather on my mom's side, he paints houses, and he also clears them out too. So like if somebody just moved out and they left a bunch of their shit there, then he goes through it all, and then he has garage sales every once in a while, and he's just selling all this crap. So he had all of these cassettes, and my mom was up there, and she took them because she knew that I would probably like them. And I did. A lot of these I didn't have. Some of them I do, but most of them I didn't. Michael Jackson, Dangerous. Debbie Gibson, Electric Youth. Michael Bolton, Soul Provider. A bunch of different film soundtracks. Gloria Estefan, Steve Winwood, Faith Hill, Paul Abdul, Wilson Phillips, Phil Collins, Elvis Presley, Linda Ronstadt, Rod Stewart, Mariah Carey, Michael Bolton again, Pretenders, the Moody Blues, a bunch of Moody Blues. So there we go. Real quickly, we actually have kind of another, I guess you could say this is a movie-related item. It is a camcorder from late 90s, maybe, probably more likely. This is a camcorder from maybe late 90s, but more likely early 2000s. I'm sure I could probably figure that out, and it's, I think you would put mini cassette tapes in here, and that's what you would use to record, and then you could then convert that to regular VHS tapes, or probably CDs too if you really wanted to. It has the battery and everything. From what I know, this actually works. I haven't tried it out yet personally, but I might fuck around with it at some point. Really cool. And once again, I could probably try to narrow it down to what year it is, but I'm not going to do all that right now. So, yeah, just figured I'd show that to you. That was another thing that Mom got me from that garage sale. Now we got a little stack of CDs here. I think all of these are from thrift stores. Elton John, The Big Picture. I did not have this one. I'm trying to get every single Elton John album. The one on cassette doesn't count. I try to either do vinyl or CD. For the most part, if whatever album it is available on vinyl, then I get it on vinyl. If it's past the time of vinyl and it's more in the CD era, then I try to get it on a CD. Of course, nowadays vinyl's coming back into the picture, so it just, I don't know, it kind of depends. But this one's in beautiful condition, Big Picture. I couldn't tell you what this is certified. I don't remember. I know it came out in 1997. Dashboard Confessional. A mark, a mission, a brand, a scar. I don't know anything about this, but I recognize the name. Montgomery Gentry. Don't know much about this either, but once again, I think back when I was a little kid, they were pretty popular. So, the Rembrandts LP. If you really like the Friends TV soundtrack, then you could thank the Rembrandts for that. Killers, Hot Fuss. So, it's really cool to have on a CD. Bruce Hornsby in The Range, The Way It Is. Ricky Martin. Savage Garden, Affirmation. I want to talk about 90s. Let's talk about some Savage Garden. The Goo Goo Dolls. Gutter Flower. I think that was before they got really big, but I could be wrong about that. Mary J. Blige, The Breakthrough. Bette Midler, Some People's Lives. So we got the CD version of it now. Allman Brothers Band, Hitting the Note. And Dave Matthews Band, Crash. Once again, I might have that one too. In fact, I'm almost certain that I do, but once again, all of those were like $1, maybe $2, so I figured why not. Here's a few more CDs that I found. I forgot that I just got. Garth Brooks, The Chase. Train, My Private Nation. It's a pretty big deal of an album. Dixie Chicks, Taking the Long Way. Rascal Flatts, Unstoppable. That one's cracked, but I plan on replacing pretty much all the CD cases. Dishwalla, Pet Your Friends. It's kind of weird. You probably shouldn't pet your friends. Unless you have their permission, then it's probably fine. I pet one of my friends one time, and that didn't end so well, so just, fewer discretion on the whole petting situation. Okay, so a bunch of vinyl we have here. James Taylor, Sweet Baby James. This was $1.34 at Goodwill. So I think the first few of these are all from Goodwill, actually. The Guess Who, Road Food, $1.34. These are a lot of the vinyl records that I plan on getting at some point, but Half Price Books, whenever they come up at Half Price Books or other places, they're just a bit too expensive. There's something that I'm not willing to spend that much money on. Not more than a couple bucks. I already had this one, but I'm buying it for basically to resell. I'd probably only make a few bucks profit, but $1.34 for Loverboy, Get Lucky. This is a big deal of an album. Quadruple platinum. Alabama. My Home's in Alabama. Alabama. That's kind of redundant. This is a multi-platinum selling album. Both of these Alabama albums. Mountain Music and My Home's in Alabama. Both of these are big deal albums from their time. Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, The Way of Love, Fire and Rain, He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. An old-ass Sheer album. 1971. So yeah, there you go. Another $1.34 for that. Here's another one that I saw for not much money. Willie Nelson, The Sound in Your Mind, for $4.74. I think this might have been half off. So these also came from that garage sale that I was telling you about that my pops was putting on. So this is Herb Albert's Tijuana Brass. Don't know anything about that, but Herb Albert, I think, was a pretty big deal back in the day. Dean Martin, Remember Me, I'm the One Who Loves You. I guess that's what it's called. I'm the One That Loves You, it says. Bunch of old-ass albums, basically. Willie Nelson, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Superman, something having to do with Superman. Diana Ross. Don't know what it's called, but that's definitely Diana Ross. And then Paramount Pictures presents The Godfather, so there's that. Ike and Tina Turner. So, yeah. There you go. Carpenters. I think I might actually have this one, but it's cool. It kind of looks like an envelope. I don't know which one this is. It just says Carpenters, so I guess it's their self-titled. Barry Manilow, Greatest Hits. I don't think I actually have that one, believe it or not. Not that I'm on the lookout for Barry Manilow. Dean Martin, The Door Is Still Open to My Heart. Another old-ass album. Probably from the mid to late 60s would be my guess. Willie Nelson, The Sound in Your Mind. Yeah. Believe it or not, he was actually young at one point in his life. All these are from Half Price Books. So we got Jefferson Starship, Winds of Change for $6. I think this is a gold selling album. Finally got Hotel California, and it says on the label that it's the original first pressing. So that's a pretty big deal. Only $15. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I think this is one of the top 3 best-selling studio albums of all time. I think it's number 2. I think it's Michael Jackson's Thriller, then Hotel California, and then I think it's Back in Black by AC/DC. Quiet Riot, Condition Critical. Paid a little bit for this one, $20, but you're gonna pay a little bit for that kind of album. Glam, metal, anything like that is, for whatever reason, is just really expensive. Not really expensive, but they do get up there, and they can be really expensive. Genesis, and then there were 3, so this is the one right after Peter Gabriel left. So there were 4, but now there's 3. How clever of them. And this is also when they were starting to get pretty big. I don't think this might be platinum. I'm not sure. But right when Peter Gabriel left and started doing his solo career thing, Genesis started to get pretty big. Okay. Santana. What is this one called? Santana Barbarella. Don't know anything about this. But I really just got it because the cover looked really, 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 really cool. So, alright, Van Halen 2 for $30. Once again, for this kind of music, for whatever reason, it just goes for a little bit more money than your typical album. Yeah, Van Halen 2, that's a 5 times platinum selling album. So, that came out in 79, I think. Year after the first one. Alrighty then, well, that's actually not everything. Hold on. Oh, there's more cassettes in here. I think these are from Vintage Vinyl. Okay, these were all pretty much $1. Boston, Don't Look Back. White Lion, Pride. New Kids on the Block, Step by Step. This was $2. Bryan Adams, You Want It, You Got It. Vanilla Ice, To the Extreme for $3. Firehouse. I was really happy to find this one. Firehouse, their debut self-titled album, a double platinum selling album. This is a really good glam metal band. I know glam metal gets a bad rap, and a lot of it's kind of cheesy and repetitive. I really like Firehouse though. Don Henley, Building the Perfect Beast, another great Don Henley album. So all of those were actually $1, except for the two that I mentioned separately. The Kids on the New Block, that was $2, and Vanilla Ice was $3. I think this is a 7 times platinum selling album. And for the most part, you pretty much just had Ice Ice Baby. So, yeah, interesting. Yeah, so that's everything. A bunch of stuff. Hope that was entertaining. I flew by everything just because I didn't want this to be a super long video. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Give me a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you have any of these albums, if you enjoy any of these albums. Music in general just gives me joy. So, and I like to spread that joy with you guys. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Steph signing off. Mwah. Okay. Let's cut that. Hey, cut that. Cut. Hey, cut it. Cut.